What is up, my fellow console commands? The developer console here, bringing you another Minecraft tutorial. So basically what we're going to be doing here is building a mob trap, spawner, XP grinder, the whole shebang. Now what you're going to need to do first is place a block, or a slab rather, in the center, and then this slab is going to be the 16th slab. Build out 15 slabs in every direction. Might make it a bit easier if you mark it just like that, and then we put out 15 there. This is a basic guide just to help make a square. That's what we need to do. So if we just build it out now, and the last one right there. Now I have single player commands. There will be a link in the description for this, but what we're going to do is basically make a square out of this. Okay, now that we've finished our square, we're gonna take out that middle there, because we don't need that anymore. There we go. No. Alright. Okay. Now, after this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig one down on the inner core, edge to edge. Obviously just make a smaller square inside your square, one down, just like that. Then afterwards we are going to fill it with water, all along the sides, just water sources all along the sides like that. Okay, now we've done that, you see that nice little square inside? What we're going to do is we're going to dig down 20 blocks, because this is where the mobs are going to fall, and we don't want them to completely lose all their health, because we want to be able to hit them to get the XP off them. So what I'm going to do now is just cut out this chunk into another sort of square. Okay, now that we've done that, you should have something that looks like this, hopefully. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to, out of the base of the structure, we're going to dig out 3. So there we are. Now what we're going to do is, to this floor, we're going to cut the core out. So each level we go down, we're going to be cutting the core out, as you can see right here. And what this will do is, we're going to have a water source flowing down here and carrying the mobs into a smaller space, so we can eventually put them into this place where we can hit them, for lack of a better term. Oh, and what you're going to do is you're going to need to put this pillar right here. Once you've done that, get some signs. You're going to need a lot of signs, so get some signs together. Or stairs, you can use stairs I think as well. Anything that will block water. And what we're going to do is, we're just going to put it at the base of this pillar right here. And our water source will go here. Just again, like we did up the top, just fill it with water on those top stones. So you're going to have something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dig down 2 and just dig it all out until it's just a longer version of what it was. And then what you want to do then is put signs up in the places where you can, just like that, and take all the water out of here. Now I'm just building this very small basic one just in case I forget to build the better one. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a light source down here so you can actually see. And we're going to make, what this is going to be right here is the place, you know, you're going to have a base here. And this is the place where the mobs are going to collectively come to be killed. So, right here, I'm just basically showing, you know, just dig out and do what you can do, whatever you wish here. And that's the bottom done. Now we're going to build the spider killer. So what you're going to do, well actually first off, I like stone, so I'm just going to fill this with stone. Just like that. And what you're going to do, you want to hit out the corners and then keep going, missing one and hitting and missing and hitting, etc. Until you end up with something like this. And now what you're going to do is you're going to put sand in between these. And once you've filled them all with sand, that's when you put your cacti down. And the cacti is going to be the thing that the spider's going to eventually try to crawl on. Or if you don't want spiders, that's okay, you can just leave this and just build glass or something. But the spiders, however, they just they won't fall. So you can either kill them there or not. But I do have a way how to collect the webs afterwards, so you might as well leave them in there. And then you're going to turn out with something like this, very simple. Now in between these cacti you're going to want to put glass, so the scary archers can't shoot you. And yeah, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to come back with the next part, which is building the actual spawners. So what we do is we take these two bits here. Don't go on the edges because it won't work. Well, it will, but I made the mistake of just thinking, oh, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? And I had built one way too big. So all you're going to do is just fill this now. And you're going to want to put blocks 6 back. Counting the one in front is 7, so they're going to be 7 long. And then just fill that in there. Till you have this. Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to go right here. The first is going to be 4. Just 4 lines of 7. And this is going to be the base for where the mobs spawn. Now 2 across, and then this one is going to be 3, and then so on with 3. Now, if you do not want spiders to spawn in these spawning areas, all you have to do in the middle of the second block from the first, in the middle, just put slabs down and do that for every 3. For every 3 blocks. Now what you're going to do, well, now what I'm going to do is basically make 3 rows of these. You can make more if you want, but for lack of time I'm just going to build 3. You can even just have 1. So I'm going to copy and paste this so you'll get a better idea and you can see. And well, it's just because it's much quicker. So what I'm going to do is put that there. And also, if you're using single player commands, this is going to be much easier for you. You know, not only because it's an easy program to use, or a mod rather, I'm showing you how to do it in single player commands, so you know it's going to be relatively easy whatever way you do it. But if you choose to do it in survival mode, that's even better, because you know you're just going to feel much better for doing it all yourself. Okay, now it's basically just going to go like this. Now what you want to do, you might think, oh yeah, I'll just fill it up, I'm done. No, that's not the case. You have to fill this bottom out. And the reason for that is because it's going to be dark, mobs are going to spawn in there, and then you'll have less mobs spawn on top of this, because the computer's going to go, well, you know, they're there, so they're spawning, so we just fill this in, and we have nothing to worry about. Also, if you're in survival mode and you're not on super flat, what you're going to do is, for about 100 square blocks, you're going to need to light up every single cave, or fill up every single cave, because less mobs will spawn in your mob spawner if you don't. So what we're going to do now, we're going to build the wall just 3 high up from your maximum height, and we're going to do that all the way around. There we go. Then we're going to end up with this. Now, just put a roof on there, and obviously put the water in, like so, and the water's flow down so graciously, it's unreal. See, look at that, boom, perfect, doesn't interfere with anything, brilliant. Now we're just going to fill out all of that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the roof on and repeat it 4 times, and then come back to you when I'm done. Okay, so this is the finished product. As you can see, I've built the cactuses up because I think it looks better, and it does help. So I've put the glass up now, and this is just it, semi-complete. What we have left to do now is add the web collectors and dig this down a little. So what I'm going to do first is dig this down. Let me just fill this up here. Alright, that's all fine up there, so we're gonna dig down about, 3 down. Seems good, that'll be the start. And then dig out the steps and just that ceiling there. That's a little, that's a little too low on that roof. Alright, so this is going to be a bunker area. What you're going to do is you're going to put a sign or stairs on the wall right where's the sign? Oh, there it is. Right. You're going to want to put it right... No, not here. What have I done? Right here. So the water's all going to flow to you, and it won't, like, flood you out. Now what we're going to do is put 2 water sources here, and dig out this roof a little, because that's way too shallow. And just put a light source there and hit... Right, there we go, water source there. But as you can see now, it's the 2 sides, they're flowing in. So, I'm just going to test to see if I can actually go through there. No, so what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 water sources in these corners. And that, yep, that'll correct it. There we go. So when I fall down now and go off to the side, pushes me right back, right in there. That's brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to collect the spider's silk once they die. Just fill these up here. And I'll be right back once I'm done. Okay, so what I've done is put hoppers everywhere. So once the spiders die, their stuff falls down and goes into the chests down here. Now, as far as this goes, if you want to build around it then and have like a little area where you can see all the mobs and stuff, you know, be my guest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I did that, just in case you didn't know. So we're going to mine up this area. We want to get it as big as we can, so I'm just going to hit these out all the way over. Right. We'll start with this one first. So I'm going to hit it out. Then what I'm going to do is, oh actually I've done that wrong. I should have added some stone there. Gonna put one stone right there, and make sure you're facing it once you put it down. So then the hopper, see how it turns? The bottom turns. Now what you're gonna do is, I've done that wrong again. Right. Put your first chest there, then your second chest there. Boom. Done. Now I've actually thrown it into the wrong one right here, but I kind of forgot. So, let me just show you that it does actually work. It doesn't require a power source, nothing like that. Just in case you're not familiar with hoppers, I personally wasn't, so you can see it's all gone in there quite nicely. As you can see, yeah, put those in the wrong hopper. But this will sort out all of your spider problems, and a lot of people like to use wool. They like to create wool out of silk and, you know, make creations in survival mode, so that's brilliant for this. Now, just under this one, just add 2 chests, simple as. There we go. Now for this one, and this one, just fill them in, there we go. Now for all the ones left, you're just gonna want to hit them out and do exactly the same as you did with this. So, if I go here now, and oh, actually, if you want, yeah, I didn't fill this one in, so I thought, oh, I'll go back and fill it in. So there we go, we just add those there, and that's the corner sorted. Now, for every one of these, you're going to want to just hit them out like that. And then put blocks right down here, here, and here. And make sure you're always facing the rock face with the hopper, so it goes in like that. Now they're all pointing towards those rocks, which is brilliant. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the chest right there, and the same for all the rest. And that's basically how you do it. Just do that for all the sides there, and you've got yourself one spider collecting machine. and I had the idea of just putting glass up then, and then dig in behind, and you know, just being able to view it through the glass. But you can't obviously put 2 glass panes down, or glass blocks rather, because it's going to interfere with your chests. So I'll return once I've done this. And now I'm going to show you what you've all been waiting for. The mob spawn in action. Now what I'm doing here is I'm making sure it's day, so no mobs spawn outside, and making sure that there's no thunder outside or rain, so mobs can't survive in the daylight. I'm going to turn it on here. As you can see, a few mobs were spawning just then. But when we go back up, because we are 28 blocks away, or 25 blocks away, a lot more are going to start to spawn now. I know you may not be able to see it, but there's actually a lot of mobs in the back. So I'm just going to show you now. Oh, this. It's beautiful, isn't it? And there's a spider dying right there, and there's a silk falling right into the hopper. Now, as for mobs that just stand here, mobs act differently once you're in range of them. So if you go close to them, they should start reacting. So like I said, with that base behind the glass, that seems like a better idea now. But because I'm in creative mode, I'm just pushing them along now, just for your entertainment. And there's so many here, they're actually not even down here. And that is how you build my mob spawner. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like and thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you feel the need, please subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. There'll be much more tutorials in the future, and I hope to please you as well as myself. So stay golden, my subscribers. And I'll see you later.